Greetings, Tribe of the Love. I'd like to reflect on the word God for a moment and what God is. God is a three-letter word that we use to describe the indescribable. Whatever definitions or terms or books or ideas or visions are thought of to explain and know God, that's just scratching a little surface. It's like finding one grain of sand in an infinite sea of beaches and shorelines, one drop in an infinite ocean. God is an essence, a universal mind, a consciousness. God is unlimited, supreme, etc., etc., etc. All of these things we think of as being God are God. We know a lot about what we do know about God by the effects of God's hand. We know God is a creator God that loves harmony and beauty and joy and seasons and balances. We know of God as a God that governs in a way of laws that are always the same. They're not broken. All these laws that uphold things, like for instance, this lake. It's held by the shoreline and the bed of the lake, the gravity, and countless other laws that keep all of these things in balance, including the trillions of cells in our body, etc. There's so much we know about God. We know God is a God of love, of compassion, inspiration. We know that God is just filled with wanting and creating every moment. This very sky pattern will never be the same. There's change at all times, but yet within the change, there's a constancy as well. God is not out there, and we here in the sense of observer observed. God is within our very essence, living and expressing and having its being in and as and through us. And in that very same sense, it's not a lie to say we are God, because we are of the essence of God, the consciousness, the mind of God. This is within us, but yet we are also, it is equally true that God is God and we are human. There are fish in the ocean, and their dharma, or place of creation, is to be a fish. And so we can't expect it to know what computers are and microscopes and cars and what human society is, etc. It's a fish. That's what it is. And in that very same sense, at this time in the journey, our dharma is to be human. We are human, and in this humanness, we have limited capacities in terms of understanding, in the same sense that a fish has a limited capacity in relationship to us. In relationship to God, we have a limited capacity. And the beauty is that we don't need to know. It's the things we don't know, we don't need to know. The totality, absoluteness of God. We know enough. We have such an incredibly huge capacity to know the awesomeness that our dharma as humans can be fulfilled perfectly. And that's what it's all about. Our dharma is this. What the true calling of us as humans is to live in the moment, to be happy in this moment. And the greatest ways of being happy, one way, is the same way that God the Absolute does. To express, to create, to love, to serve, to touch lives, to be in beauty, surrounded by beauty, to create beauty, to have relationship in incredibly wonderful, amazing ways, to know that we are not here to learn. We are here to love and to be happy. All lessons that we learn and are required to learn are simply so that we can do that, so that we can move and have our being in a beautifully abundant way on this planet. How beautiful is that? And how simple, how amazingly simple. And that in this moment, God has already said yes to every prayer, every desire of your heart. That is in 100% alignment with this agape love. If there's something that's out there and it's just not happening, you know what? Allow that not happening to be. It's okay. It means it wasn't meant to be in this journey. It's this moment right now. It's this moment right now. You're perfectly whole, complete, and safe in this moment. And with that, evening meditation is calling me, and I just want to say I love you. I love everybody, everything, because my life is to be a reflection of God herself. Namaste. Namaste.